a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. This is the way.
Hey, folks, what's going on? It's a bit of a strange time of day. It's 10:30 on a Thursday morning, so I'm not sure how many people are going to be up and about this time of day. It is it is a weekday. I'm usually doing these at night, so I tend to get a few people through in the evenings when they're not at work. But yeah, it's been a few weeks since I've done a live stream, so I'll be happy to come and been looking forward to coming and hanging out and just talking some Star Wars stuff and anything that comes to mind really. Because it's been a pretty awesome bunch of stuff coming out, and new toys being released and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, I need to update my intros and stuff like that because they're a little bit out of date now, especially with the members that has slightly tweaked since I did that one. So do have some people watching. That's awesome. Andy's here. Francisco, what's going on, bud? How are you? Good to see you come and hanging out. I know it's probably not a terrible time for you over there now because it's usually it's a bit hard to get things going in sync with folks in the US, but doing it this time of day, it's okay. I think it's a sort of early evening over there. Yesterday, Zach, what's going on? And Leslie's here too. Thanks for coming and hanging out, folks. How are we, or what have we all been up to? We picked up anything recently, collectible-wise? Watching any Star Wars stuff? I watched Kenobi again the other day. Like, I binge-watched the whole season in a sitting. I think I had a break for dinner. So yeah, it was really good to rewatch that again. I've been on holidays this week, so I've had a bit of time to just sort of chill out and watch some stuff that I've been wanting to watch for a while. Watched a couple of animated Batman films yesterday, which was cool. Death of the Family, which was the interactive one. That was kind of cool to do. I didn't do all the various endings. There's like 7 different ways you can send that story. But I did a couple. So that was kind of cool just to sort of see what happens with Jason Todd in different sort of outcomes. That was really cool. And then I watched Injustice, which was interesting. It was a cool sort of action, cool lot of cool action, a cool sort of what if. But I don't know, the story had a whole lot of substance to it. But it was still cool to watch. I'm glad I checked it out. So yeah, that's the DC Injustice animated movie. I think that was on Netflix. I think I'd check it out. It was cool to watch. All good here. Things are well. Hope things are well. It's late in the afternoon here. Things are good, man. Things are doing well. Considering the year that I've been having. No, it hasn't been bad at all. No, life is good. Just looking forward to getting out of my parents' place again at some point. It's been okay. It's better than, sleeping in a car or something like that. So hopefully things will be sorted very, very soon. And, can get back to living life without that crap on the shoulders that I've been carrying around for a little while. But, looking forward to just getting on with things, hopefully by the end of the year, be sort of on the right track again. So it's good. It's just nice to sort of hang out, let life just cruise along for the moment. It's good. I'm enjoying it. Just got the original Timothy Zahn. I should get my glasses. There they are. I had them right next to me. That's better. Just got the original Timothy Zahn Thrawn hardcover series. We'll be meeting him in about a month to get airsigned and ascendancy. Nice. Yeah, he's fantastic, Timothy Zahn. I met him when he was over here in Adelaide. Must be, oh boy, have to be the end of, would have been late 2019 now, I reckon, because it was sort of pre-COVID. It might have even been 2018 would have been 2018, 2019, which feels like about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I got him to sign my 20th anniversary Out of the Empire book, which was really, really cool. But yeah, no, fantastic. Get a photo with him. He's cool like that. At least he was when he was here in Adelaide. I know, it all depends on crowd sizes, I suppose. But he wasn't super busy at the time where I saw him. So yeah, I got a photo with Tim Zahn. That was fantastic. It was brilliant. Hey, Linda, how are you? Hope you're doing well. It's finally a little bit of a break in the crap weather we've had the last couple of days. I don't know. It's windy down south. I'm down in southern suburbs. It's windy, but it's nice blue skies and sunshine. So I might have to open up the house a little bit, let some fresh air through later. Planning to attend Star Wars Celebration. I'm not now. No. I'm going to hang out for the next one in the US, I think. Hopefully things can be a little bit better financially then. Just the flights to London and stuff were going to be way too expensive. And it's not something that I can really commit to financially at the moment. So especially with such a short time, if I had maybe another 12 months to do it, yeah, definitely. But no, I'm going to have CouchCon, do it from the couch, and try and get over to, hopefully the year after, or 2024, I suppose. I would like to get back over to the US in general, just to come and hang out for a week, go to Galaxy's Edge, do some cool stuff. Maybe just stay in LA for a week. So hopefully I could do with a little trip. I think I would love to get over there for a little bit. Interesting fact. I think you forgot to type the rest of the coin. G'day, Aiden. How are you, dude? Yeah, he was here, man. Yeah, it was, it's scary that was like 4 years ago already. Yeah. It's really dark here. Yeah, right. I guess, yeah, I suppose there's probably a good, I don't know. I suppose there's a fair bit of difference between then, and it could probably turn in on a dime, really, the weather at the moment. I know it's meant to be pretty crap for the rest of the week. It's really dark here. But then again, it is just after 2 a.m. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Reminds me of the line from Blades of Glory. It was like, it's a very dark time for me. It's like, it's dark for everyone, you idiot. Something like that. Sunny but windy in Seacliff. Oh, you're only at Seacliff. That's not too bad. Yeah, I'm in Morphettvale, so not too far away at all. That's cool. Yeah, pretty much the same here, man. Like sunny, windy, but it's all good. I'm inside. I feel you on that one. Had to skip out because of timing. Just didn't work out for me. Yeah, it's a tough one. I would love to get over to England one day. I'd love to visit. Yeah, I don't know if I could stay too long, but yeah, I'd love to get over there one day. I've got some good YouTube friends over there that I'd love to go and hang out with, and that was sort of my immediate reaction when they announced it was going to be in London. I immediately thought of those guys and was like, oh, I'd love to get over there and hang with them. And it was just like, it's just not a financially viable option at the moment. So one day, my friends, I will get out there and catch up with you all over in the UK. Or maybe I was going to say maybe they do a celebration down here in Australia, but that'll never happen. So Zahn and I went to the same high school, and I can't wait to tell him that because we grew up in the same town. That's awesome. That's really cool. Looks like it's getting ready to persist down. Precipitation all over the place. Galaxy's Edge is amazing. You'll love it. You'll definitely cry nerd tears. Oh, I cry nerd tears when I think about it, man. Like, I just thinking about crying makes me want to cry. Yeah, I need to be there. I need to just go there and just let myself let myself go for a little while. Star Wars Celebration. That would be, it would be, man. It would be the day. It would be awesome, but I just don't see it happening. It's hard enough. It's hard enough for him to get toys down here. And in terms of like just collectibles and stuff like that, like all the big toy companies seem to forget that there is another hemisphere to this planet. Um, and no offense to any Americans, but this seems to be only two other countries that America cares about, and that is Mexico and the moon. I've said that for years. They tend to forget that there are. I know, guys. In the chat and stuff, you guys know, but the prequels were filmed there. Yeah, absolutely. Well, two of them were. But yeah, like, who are you going to get? Like Jay Lagaya, and get your Captain Typho, figure done. You can get Aunt Beru. Well, Joel Edgerton, Uncle Owen. He's risen on the Star Wars sort of fan cred, I guess, on the actor level, I suppose, being in Kenobi. Doing a really good job, by the way. I thought he was brilliant in that. Absolutely awesome. So what do we all think of the Shore Trooper, the Target exclusive Shore Trooper for Cassian Andor that was revealed? I think Yakface revealed it this morning. I was just like, oh, come on, guys. Come on. Like, I'm seeing photos of Targets in the US, and it's like they've just got entire end caps full of the carbonized Shore Trooper, and it's like, really, you're gonna let them sit there and peg warm until they go on clearance, and then go, oh, we'll give Target another Shore Trooper to try and sell. It was just, I just felt really, really like it was just like snooze fest 2020. Like, it was just so, I don't know. I've said I was going to do a live stream. I was going to do a live stream a couple of weeks ago after SDCC, and I just wasn't feeling the greatest, so I canned it. And yeah, I just thought I just wasn't in the mindset to do a live stream. I'm sure once I got going, I would have been fine. And I was going to have Sith Lord 229 on, and I just had to bail. But I don't know. We'll talk about SCC a little bit, I suppose. Because I didn't really put together any clips or videos like I normally do for the reveals. I was just really uninspired. It was just, I didn't get a kick out of the reveals. I wasn't like buzzing or anything like that. There are a couple of reveals that were like, oh, that's sweet. That's cool. Finally getting, a Luke, and, the Migs Mayfeld looks good. But I was just kind of, I don't know. The Star Wars team at the moment is just feeling very uninspired. They're just putting things out for the sake of putting things out. But then they give us figures like this, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi. And, I've been sitting this here with me in the living room for like another week, for the whole week. And I'm just, when they do stuff well, I dropped him on the floor. No, he fell off the stand. And they do stuff like this. I'm like, okay, there is some cool stuff happening over there. But then they announce like a Shore Trooper and just some boring. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like they're invested in the brand like they should be. They don't seem very excited to get this stuff out. It's all sort of just false marketing at the moment. I don't know. I kind of just get that feeling at the moment. I'm having a lot of fun with getting some McFarlane DC stuff at the moment. There's the odd figure here and there. I'm not going too deep, like just picking up some Batman stuff, like Bat Family. I got a Nightwing recently from the Gotham Knights game. But yeah, Marvel Legends, like, then their reveals this morning of like the next Disney Plus wave. They've got the one coming out now that's got like Hawkeye and Kate Bishop and Moon Knight, Mr. Knight, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel with the Infinity Ultron Build-A-Figure. Like, that whole wave just is awesome. And then they just revealed another wave with zombie Scarlet Witch, zombie Iron Man, what's his name? The Loki from Loki series that's not Tom Hiddleston, it's the Richard E. Grant Loki. What else was there? And the Build-A-Figure, either way, the Build-A-Figure was Khonshu, and that was just like, holy crap, that looks awesome from Moon Knight. Like, I love the look of that figure. It looks so good. And yeah, I just like, wow, they've blown me away with that wave. Like, there's 2 waves of figures that I want to get all of them. And, you know, Star Wars is kind of like, you hit or miss on these at the moment. Like, I've got the Leia coming, the Ewok Village Leia. That might even be at work sitting there for me. So yeah, I should have that when I go back to work next week. I want to get some more Figure and Dance to try and build up the band. Aiden, I saw your post yesterday, dude. That looks sick. I'm looking forward to getting those. I need to get the deluxe one. Hopefully I'll grab that on eBay next week. But yeah, I just haven't been in any rush to sort of go out and grab the new Vader. Like, I'm just like, it's like the vintage collection one. That was just beautiful. But the Black Series one is just a slight little tweak. I think the helmet's slightly different, but there's not a lot different going on there. They're still using the same legs from 2014. I should catch up with some of these comments in the chat. Thanks for hanging out, guys. YouTube is the closest I'll get to Celebration. It feels like that sometimes. Distribution centers forget about Australia. They definitely do. I think I can paint one. Oh, you can do it in about 20 minutes. Absolutely. You just get a whiteout pen. Better a trooper as an exclusive than an important character. You make a very good point, Jeff. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more there. So I probably shouldn't complain, but it's like, I know they're probably saving all their reveals for PulseCon in a few weeks, or a couple of weeks, or whenever that is. I think it's September. It could be August. I can't remember. PulseCon. I'm sure they're saving some of those reveals. But for, you know, aside from that, the Cassian Andor exclusive that was an SDCC exclusive, or was it a PulseCon exclusive? I can't remember. For like the first other reveal to drop from the line being an exclusive trooper that's just repainted, like, it's just, come on, guys, do better. But yeah, you're right. It's better as a trooper that you can just, you know, go buy another one and just repaint it. As far as gone lazy, just copy and paste that needs to end along the credit collection. Yeah, credit collection needs to go. Carbonize needs to go. Archive needs to go. Archive just needs to put those characters, like, if they're going to re-release the characters, just put them in the new packaging and just be done with it. Just put them out again. Like, people will buy them. Like, but Archive, you know, it's a subline that doesn't really need to exist now. Because yeah, like I said, you put those characters out in the new packaging, and it's all sweet, it's all hunky dory. Probably $55 for a white straw. Yeah, it's the Zing tax, gaming greats tax. You pay $10 for a sticker. Another Target exclusive that goes to Big W. Look, it's possible too. Was I thinking? I got a message this morning asking about the Miggs Mayfeld vintage collection with the Trooper body. The Din Djarin one just came out as well, and that's an exclusive in the US. So same with the Costco Reeves and the Axe Woves. I think they're Walmart or Target exclusives. Yeah. I was just thinking maybe they'd show up at Big W, but I doubt it. I don't know. Like, no one's put them up anywhere. So I know Goodies Toys was able to secure a few, but I think his allotment is sold out too. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. Wondering if Oz will get the Ralph McQuarrie 2-pack. I need that. Oh, it was a sick looking Pac-Man. I love the. I mean, it's just simple repaints of the original like Vader and Kenobi figures, but the fact that they got the different head sculpts, it's kind of enough for me to buy it. I would rather have seen the Vader like Starkiller based on the art, but I'll take that. I think it looks pretty cool. Wouldn't mind it. Hey Matt, how you going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Khonshu Baff looks sick. It does. It's so good. It looks amazing. Like I wasn't sure how they'd go about doing like the neck, but the way they've done like the neck joint, and it sort of looks like it's hovering and it's got a little bit of magic sort of. I don't know. It's really well done. I was really impressed with it. Yeah, I was kind of like blown away by that when I saw that this morning. I saw Steve Evans do his like grid posts. I was like, damn, I'm going to look it up right now because I want to see what I want to try and remember what the other figures were. Mr. Stevie 15. Yeah, so there's Wanda, like zombie Wanda, zombie Tony, the one that remains, Jimmy Woo. Yeah, Richard E. Grant, Loki, Red Skull, which looks, that's a cool looking Red Skull. I like that the what if figures sort of they blend that line between the MCU and a little bit of comic-y goodness, which is really cool. Yeah, I think I like this one. He Who Remains, or whatever his name was. I like that one, but I think I'm just going to hold out and just wait for a Kang the Conqueror. Yeah, that Loki there. Look at that smile. It's so good. So good. Oh, Howard the Duck, Red Skull, Jimmy Woo, and Khonshu. Like, check it out. That is so cool. That's really good. And he looks like he's going to be tall as well. So, yeah, I'm all for that. I reckon that looks fantastic. Black Series seems lackluster nowadays. TVC is where it's at for me now. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same, to be honest. I'm still picking up the figures because I like them a lot. I like the good ones, but I'm definitely at that point where I can be picky now. Like I'm not going to buy everything. I just not interested in buying everything. I can't afford everything now. And they just assuming like I don't know, it's just Black Series. It feels like it's become just uninspired. It was that I was a little bit peeved with the whole they're going away from the plastic packaging, and then they announced, well, Vintage is going to keep the plastic because it's part of the packaging, it's part of the collectability of the line. But when they first marketed Black Series, they said this was going to be they've been saying for years it's their bread and butter, it's their collector focused line. They want to put the perfect versions of each character in these packages, like. But the way they're doing that now has changed dramatically over the years. Over the last few years, it's just we need to just pump out as many variants of, I don't know. It's just been, they're trying to just get as many figures out and do it as cheaply as possible. And it's just, I would rather have a lot less figures per year if the quality was way up, and I think they'd find they'd sell really well. I collect Superman figures and I feel the McFarlane multiverse figures. I say the Action Comics 1000 Superman is probably the best. I think I have that one. I think that's the one I have. That's sort of just a basic Superman. I'll look that up because I reckon I've got a couple of Supermans. McFarlane Action Comics Superman. Yes, I do have that one. Yeah, no, I do have that one. Really, really nice figure, that one, that Superman. I did get the Man of Steel, Justice League Superman recently, and also got the 2-pack of Dark Knight Returns Superman, Batman. And that Superman's pretty cool too. But yeah, I like the sort of younger classic Superman. I think it looks really good. That one you're talking about there is fantastic. Have a couple of the Warhammer figures. Nice. I have seen a few of them. They look cool. Still waiting for Axe Woves. Got for pre-order. Definitely. G-Force, what's going on, man? Good to see you. 100% agree that Archive isn't needed. The Rebels and Rogue One waves were a great chance to get those characters out again. Absolutely. That's precisely what I mean. Is like, most of those are re-releases, but they gave them their own sort of wave, and it was awesome. And they've got Force Awakens, Han, and Chewie coming out in the next wave of Archive. I'm like, well, why not kickstart Force Awakens, line with the new color packaging and everything like that? Make it cool, Jake, what's going on, dude? Haven't seen the new zombies yet. Check them out. They are awesome. I need them. It just reminds me I need to go and get zombie cap now, because I'm gonna want the Iron Man and the Wanda zombie, and the Captain America zombies. They're still around, just waiting for the next toy sale to go on, so I can grab them. Have the 10 years Red Skull, so I'm not going for him. I did have that one a while ago. That was a nice Red Skull figure, especially because of the swap out parts. If you manage to get multiples, you can have some like Hydra warriors. That was Hydra soldiers. That was really cool. That was a nice figure. But yeah, I was literally going through the Marvel Legends that I've bought since I packed up my collection in February. And it's like, well, I've bought a few figures since, but it's cool. I'm like, okay, I'm definitely just a dabbler with the Marvel Legends, but it's becoming a much bigger collection than I thought it would. Given that I pretty much sold off all of my Marvel Legends a couple of years back. Like, I had a really good collection of MCU figures, and I sold them all off. I'm like, no, I need to focus. And then the figures are just too good. And when Star Wars is so lackluster in that scale, it's like I'm finding more and more Marvel Legends figures just popping up, and they're doing some really cool characters. Some I don't even know about, but they look cool. And I was just like, I'm going to pick that one up. I just got the 80 years Hulk. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't the 80 years. It was the Marvel Legends 20th anniversary Hulk. I've recorded my review. I'm going to upload that later. And that's a really, really nice figure. And I've picked up the recent comic Doctor Strange as well. I still haven't opened that one, so I'm going to review that one later today. So yeah, got a couple of Marvel Legends figures going up on the channel this week. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped about that. And yeah, if you guys mostly Star Wars and follow me for Star Wars and stuff like that, and you're cool with seeing some Marvel stuff just to sort of as something different. While it's live, it's a good time to get a little bit of feedback about what you'd want to see from my channel, and you're cool to check out some Marvel stuff, maybe a little bit of DC if I do some DC reviews for the multiverse stuff that I pick up. Which, it's not very often, but my channel will always be Star Wars, but just to break it up a little bit with some of the other figures that I like, and I want to share my thoughts on. I thought it'd be cool to engage in different content and stuff like that. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what people are feeling about seeing something different on my channel. Zombies and maybe the Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck is like, it's so ridiculous, but it's cool. Like, that's a cool looking figure. And yeah, I think I'll be getting Howard the Duck. Oh, uninspired is a good way to describe it. Find myself being very picky too with the Black Series. Not so much for TVC. Find myself wanting everything. It's amazing how that's flipped in the last 6 to 12 months, isn't it? Like, there was Black Series seemed to be like on top there for a good little while, and the the TVC collectors were going like, really pushing for improvement. And we're sort of seeing TVC like creeping back up where it should be, in my opinion. Like, I would trade all my Black Series in a heartbeat for A plus vintage collection figures, because having in excess of 2,500 3 3/4 inch figures, like it's the way it should be. It is what it is. But even with the vintage collection stuff, like, there's some new figures that have come out. There's the 332nd clone. Like, I found 3 of them in EB Games yesterday, and I wasn't interested in them. They haven't fixed the helmet issue. Painted nicely, looks painted nicely, but they haven't fixed the helmet issue. They've still gone with they need to fix that Phase 2 helmet on the TVC clones. What else did I see? The new Lando in TVC with his like yellow shirt, but it's $45, like 45 Australian dollars. That's probably around about 36 US dollars for a vintage collection figure. So that one's going to just sit there for a little while. I'd love to pick it up, but I'm not going to at that price. And yeah, like the 501st clones that have just come out again, they haven't fixed the helmets, so I'm not going to pick up any of those troopers because they just don't look right. I prefer like the old Legacy collection sort of sculpt that they did early in vintage. No, they didn't even put them in vintage. They were in that sort of Saga Legends line that came out sort of 2010. I'd prefer those clones than the new ones. The body works well with the Phase 1s, but yeah, the Phase 2 helmets, they're just too big. So yeah, there are a few TVC figures that I'm skipping out on at the moment. Just, I don't need them. How many Mando variants can we push out in 2 weeks? Wait for the, slightly grass-stained shoes Mando. We've got Icy Mando, we've got Muddy Mando, we've got 4 different carbonized Mandos or something stupid like that. And it's like, oh, this Mandalorian's got slight grass stains. Like, this guy, Mandalorian accidentally stepped in a puddle and got his pants slightly wet. So there'll be like a new sort of wet pants Mando. It's ridiculous, isn't it? And they still can't they still can't get the helmet right. It's still, the Mandalorian 6-inch helmet still looks whack. Pre-order the retro blue Carter Blue Beast. Can't wait. Yes, that's a nice looking Beast figure. I love the white coat. I think I'm going to jump on that one too. Like, it's a nice looking Beast. I was almost going to get the Dark Beast recently, and then the Grey Beast was part of that sort of retro line too, and that was kind of cool. But yeah, you can't beat the classic. I like the classic Blue Beast. He looks good. G-Force is all about the TVC. Well, yeah, 100%, dude. Like, it's good. You seen the credit collection figures on Zing for $60? 60. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, good luck. Selling your TVC. Amazon has the credit collection Mando for 40. Credit collection is a joke. That's the thing. People are buying them. That's the problem. Is people are still going out and they're still buying them. And I sort of get the ideal that they, but I don't know. I get frustrated that Hasbro has just using the old vintage sort of style as a gimmick now. Like, we're about to get the next year they got the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi figures going to start happening. They're going to start announcing them and rolling them out. So we're going to be seeing, probably 2 or 3 waves of them, and they're all just repacks, and there's probably not going to be much new. But they've taken the vintage feel of the vintage card, and they've just, animalized it and just it's become a marketing gimmick, and it shouldn't be. If you can't sell I don't know. It frustrates the crap out of me, this credit collection. I was looking online at some of the figures, and it's like the Dark Trooper, and he's literally looks like he's sprayed like orange paint in his armpits or something like that. And he's like accidentally grabbed a spray can instead of deodorant. He's going and a couple on the legs, just. And it's like, oh, this is premium deco. It's like, no, it's not. I can do that with a spray can in my backyard. It's not premium. It's frustrating the crap out of me. The credit collection stuff, it's ridiculous. The zombie cap is usually pretty cheap on Amazon. Nice, so I have to have a look. Don't look at Amazon enough. My problem, as my father used to say, is I have a champagne taste with a beer budget. I like that. There's only one Marvel legend I'd buy if they did a really good Hulk, since he's my favorite superhero, and didn't pack him in a 2-pack. I'd definitely grab him. Dude, grab the one that's out right now. I mean, it's $80 at Zing. It's the comic Hulk. Looks like the 20th, the old Marvel Legends Toy Biz packaging, but man, that is a dope Hulk figure. Comes with an awesome base, comes with an extra stand. So it comes with this stand. He is right there. I'll drop my review up later, man, and check it out, because it is an absolutely fantastic Hulk figure. Like the packaging, like when I picked it up in the store, I was like, damn, this is heavy. He comes with swap out head. He comes with 2 sets of hands. Oh, an extra set of hands. He's got like fists and then open hands. Comes with a shield robot head. An awesome display base that looks like he's punched to the ground. It's so good, worth every cent. My bargain purchase a month with an 18-inch Jack specific TIE fighter pilot with weapon for just nice £2. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you got a bit of Howard the Duck. You know, just a nice little nod to George. You know, the fact that he did the original Howard the Duck movie. JCC, what's going on, dude? How's it going? I tune in and say, as you say, you found new clones I don't have yet. Oh man, like I'd pick them up for you, but I don't know if you'd be interested in paying 35 Australian each figure, because it's ridiculous. It's too much. You should review whatever you're digging at the moment. I've enjoyed the Marvel reviews recently, and the Lord of the Rings figures when you did those, all good, awesome. Oh, I'll keep doing it. You know, they tend not to get the view count, but that I don't really care. It's never really been about the numbers. Those helmets are super big. Really excited for the new sculpt. Well, we've got resident clone expert here, Mr. JCC2224. He knows his clones. If there's anyone who wants to know anything about clones, he's your man. And clone figures, like, go check out his clone collection on his channel if you haven't already. I'm sure most people are subscribed to him. He does have a awesome channel, and he's been a long time YouTuber like myself. Darth Rock, we got a good turnout today. This is awesome. How's it going, man? Happy birthday for the other day. Slightly stained shoes, Mando. Wet pants, Mando sounds like something. Hey, well, you know what Billy Madison said? It's cool to pee your pants. I need a helmet slightly up, eating something Mando variant for like a split second, one of those episodes. Yeah, with like a soup bowl or a straw. Like, have him drinking out of a straw. I need to start saving for Return of the Jedi anniversary. Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to... Unless there's a new figure coming out, I'm not going to worry about them. I did the New Hope. Sold them all. I got a couple of the new figures out of Empire, like what did I get? The Bespin Luke, because they updated the Bespin Luke, and then they did the Dagobah Luke on his own, and I managed to get a few of those on clearance when Bulletproof Villain had like damage stock up, and I managed to get a few of those really cheap, so I could do some head swaps because the head sculpt on that was probably one of the best. Looks like the custom figures we did as kids to our 3.75 credit collection. In my opinion, the credit collection, Tython, Fett, and Bo-Katan facial sculpts look better than the general release. I haven't had a close enough look, to be honest, Linda. I know people said that the Bo-Katan, at least the hair color, people are saying the hair color on the credit collection Bo-Katan is more accurate than the regular release. But yeah, I'm not about to buy a figure for a head sculpt, which, I literally just finished saying that I bought like 3 Dagobah Lukes for head sculpts. But yeah, I don't know. They're going to use the hell out of that Tython Fett head. Like it's almost had every variation of Boba Fett. Got to get that sort of dirty armored one, the Tython re-armored, where he puts the clothes back on, puts the armor back on. That deluxe one. Even though I customized my own. At least the currently announced retro collection return of the Jedi figures for the anniversary included my all-time top 3: Jedi Luke, Lando Skiff, and Leia Bouche. At least, yeah, like Lando Skiff and Leia Bouche, they're about to come out in archive as well. So they're going to get an archive release and Return of the Jedi card release. So we're going to get those figures twice next year. And why not just do one or the other? I think the credit series is a good way to get people to buy an artistic render so they can get more use from the molds, not for everyone. Oh, that's exactly right, man. Like, without a doubt, like they're getting the most out of the molds, but yeah, I don't know. I guess they've got to, in terms of creating the molds for figures that, yeah, they've got to get the most out of them, I suppose. So, but yeah, artistic render. That's I know you've got it in quotations, so it's a little bit of a reach, but I know what you mean. Yeah. Return of the anniversary, we'll be able to get Wicket though. I hope so. That'd be silly. Like we need like a Wicket and. Well, I think Paplu will come out. So the one that came was it Paplu that came out with the big Endor pack, with the speeder bike. I reckon Paplu will definitely get a single release, which is what I missed. But Wicket should be able to. Should. Oh, we have. Big Mike. I apologize for his comment. It was ridiculous. He has been blocked. Hey, Rolando. Good to see you, my friend. I know. It was really, really enlightening from that guy. What a douchebag. Come on. Oh, I see what you mean. Gotcha. Star Wars The Old Republic Angels. Hello there. Big Mike, more like small Mike. Yeah, he gone. He out of here. What a hero. Oh, we got another one. We got another one here. Let's put you straight in the block box. Go away. Why are people being... What are these bots doing? Being just ass hats online. Ignore the haters, we get them as well. Oh, it's just stupid people. Yeah, it's just we're ignoring it. Yeah. Oh, it's just people out there, you know, there's something wrong with people that, you know, there's not enough going on in their lives that they need to disrupt other people's just to get a little bit of a kick. Must have let the loonies out of the mental institution. Honestly, I don't know if mental institutions are big enough for the amount of people that are out there. Oh, look, it could be either or. I think it's probably, you know, folks with nothing else to do. Their lives are so just sort of mediocre and boring that they've got to, you know, try and get jollies out of being a narcissistic piece of crap. So, have you ever tried Old Republic? I have. I have, yeah. It's been a long time since I played it. Yeah, it's been a very, very long time. So, I wanted to get back into playing Knights of the Old Republic, but apparently that's been delayed. The remake. Sorry, I want to answer this question properly, but I'm just distracted by the idiots that are ruining this chat. So I apologize. Star Wars Old Republic set me up with an addiction. I was stuck on that game for a couple of days, no breaks. That's awesome. No, it was cool. I never got into it, but I did play it for a little bit. My ex had it on the computer for a little while, so I just sort of mucked around a little bit. I always wanted to get into it. I love everything that came out with the game. Like, I'm still trying to find a copy of the journals of the journals of Nostral. Like, it was like all the extra stuff. It was because some of those videos there were it was like the history timeline of the Old Republic, and it went through and told like the story of, you know, Revan and Malik and the Emperor, and like I love sitting down and watching them every now and then. Oh, heroes. Absolute heroes out there. We got Star Wars content creators, a lot of action going on there, but it's fine with the new operation added. Nice. Now I'm getting phone calls from spam numbers. This is awesome. Just what I want to deal with today. Loving the new Ninja Turtles game. I want to play that, man. It looks so good. It looks so good. I really need to play that. Did recently replay the Switch version of KOTOR. Still a lot of fun despite its age. Well, I just started playing San Andreas on the Switch. I know how you feel going out back playing old games. I was like, I don't know. I bought the trilogy and I was like, I don't know if I can go back and play GTA 3 straight away. There's just spam bots today everywhere. Getting them on the chat, getting them on my phone. Just let me just sit online and talk about Star Wars with cool people all day. That's just what I want to do. Looks like they're going directly from the basement. Have KOTOR installed and I haven't even touched it once. I don't know why I haven't. It's all time, man. Like, it's such a huge game. But yeah, I don't know if my laptop would run it these days, to be honest. Hilton to back in action. I think this is just one guy with alternate accounts. Oh, whatever, man. It is what it is. It's nice that the controls here on StreamYard are really easy to deal with, and it's a very quick block. So there's just we'll get there. But hey, we're at 50 minutes. It's awesome of so many people to come and hang out today. It's despite all these D-bags with their fake accounts and stuff, like it'd be nice if for everything else that Google and YouTube can do, they can't get rid of these accounts that just do this crap. So, but no, I'm grateful for StreamYard having such easy access to getting rid of these threads really quickly. So. Saw Black Series does look great. Oh man, it's got to be that's going to be top 3 of the year, I think, for me. Honestly, that it's an incredible figure. I've had it sitting next to my bed. I lay in bed and look at him for at least 45 minutes to an hour every night before I go to sleep. And it's just looking at that figure. It just soothes the soul, soothes the sore soul. I don't look at it that much, but it is such a really good figure. Like that's I know it's sort of not deluxe, but the amount of new tooling and stuff that's gone into that figure, like I kind of understand why they've released it as a deluxe. At the same time, they're doing this thing now where it seems like figures are priced accordingly to tooling and etc. Yeah, it's good. I get it. So it is what it is. But I mean, it's still $70 to $75 here in Australia, which is a lot. But 60, 65 would probably be a little better, just the way it is. But definitely overpriced. I think, yeah, like I was just saying, 60 to 65 was probably better. Really enjoy the new vintage collection Obi-Wan. It's a really nice figure. I love what they've done with the soft goods. Even I've got the Black Series one right here, and the way the sort of hood comes and comes down the front, and the way these sort of the robes sort of fold, like they've actually really looked into it. One thing I have done just to make the hood sit down is I put a little spot of blue tack on his head, and I don't push it in or anything. I don't want to get the tack sort of in with the fabric, because I have done that before where I've really sort of mushed it in. It's been hard to get out. So just enough just to sort of hold that hood down on his head. It looks a little bit nicer. Seen people making his neck longer so the head is higher, but I feel it makes it accurate. Does it need a head height adjustment? I don't think it does. I as you saw in my photo, I disassembled the figure completely. And like the sort of rubber outside of his sort of shoulder armor, the main part that sort of sits, I sort of glued it down a little bit. So it is actually sort of glued in some spots to the mold, and that actually brings the head up a little bit. It's just because of the way that plastic sort of sits on the base of the figure, the skeleton, so to speak. It just sort of sits up and around. But I found a way to sort of just tack some little bits of super glue on it and just hold it down onto the shoulders, and it just sort of brings it down a little bit. And I'm much happier with it now. So it was a little bit like it was sort of tucked in there, but I think it looks a little bit better now. It's not much. It's a little improvement, but it's not too bad. My brother has it, and I handled his. I think it's actually somewhat justified in its deluxe price, somewhat. A little bit. Just a little bit. Like, I'll give him a pass mark for this one, but there's other figures that I'm like, it didn't really need to be deluxe. Saw Black Series was really impressive. 3.75 check out for Ogre One. 5 POA saw is one of the best sculpts I've ever seen. That is a nice figure, a really nice figure. I hope he gets a vintage collection update at some point. Yeah, because I think Baze Malbus is going to be next on the blocks for 3 3/4, so as they've sort of been going through. Director Krennic would be a good one in both Black Series and TVC. Yeah, I think they'd be silly not to. When the Black Series gets a head sculpt right, they get it right. Both Saw and Fennec had great likenesses, definitely. Go away, you troll. What if Saw came with the boar gullet? As if we don't have a boar gullet. I reckon they should do a boar gullet. He comes with... What accessories will a boar gullet come with? Like a little sign. He holds a little sign that says, "I will know the truth." Hey, Spammer guy, you like Star Wars? Yeah, it's nice. I'm not even gonna mention them. It's as I come down the chat, I'll just block them as I see them. So, Aaron, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Great to hear from you. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Appreciate that. It's been a little while. Hope everything's going well. Surprised Krennic never got a Black Series photo. We'll release him in some sequel trilogy stuff. Is all that's left that they haven't done. Just about, yeah. They could do some yeah, they should do some like TFA stuff, I think. Take care, Jeff. Have a good one, mate. Thank you for coming and hanging out, dude. Appreciate that. Like a photo real Krennic and Kylo. Bring it on. Like, I want to just do the Ben Solo already. Do the Ben Solo, and then you can reuse that head for an unmasked Force Awakens Kylo, and then you add a slight different scratch into his... Oh, you just reuse the head, because the deluxe Kylo that came, it was the Amazon one. That was pretty damn good. That was some pretty damn good. I think we're definitely getting some more Force Awakens figures soon on Archive. That was another thing I did. I got the Force Awakens Rey, and I did a head swap with the Island Journey Rey, and that one looks so much better. Same with the hands. I swapped the hands out because the hands on that Force Awakens Rey, like the Scavenger Rey, were pretty crap. But yeah, I want a good Last Jedi blue outfit Rey and Kylo in vintage and Black Series. Like, yeah, why they don't have Black Series or vintage? Oh, sorry, why they don't have vintage collection releases yet? Like the main two characters from that movie. I know, you know, people get a little bit triggered when the two words "Last Jedi" come out of people's mouth, but the way Hasbro's been crushing animals in the Joe line or Boar Gullet is just a simple ask. Wide limbs, definitely that'd be cool. Take care, Darth Rock. Have a good day, mate. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Enjoy your afternoon. Yeah, I'm with you there, dude. With you there. Ed 5 sent me some nice goodies for my birthday. Ed 5's just the best dude. He is so good. I love that man. I will check out your video, sir. I will check it out. It's my job today is to hang out and watch some YouTube because I ain't doing nothing today. Oh man, me too. Like the artist that was doing the old artwork for the Black Series line, like he did a picture and released it, and it sounded like Hasbro's just gone, "Nah, we'll put that on the back burner." But I feel like they've got one. Like I've got the SH Figure Arts one that you would have seen in the shop on my little Last Jedi display that I did with the battle with Kylo. And it's like, that's such a good figure, but, you know, I'd love to see what Hasbro can do in Black Series, because I think what they could do now is just so would beat the Figure Arts one, in my opinion. I think that'd be really good. The overly vocal anti-sequel brigade keep insisting that they won't risk doing sequel trilogy releases. It seems to be the way, but I think it's literally just Hasbro's trying, they're having hard enough time, you know, trying to keep up with what's actually coming out, and I think Lucasfilm's probably pushing. I don't think they're pushing back on sequel releases. I think they want to push harder on what's coming, like, you know, Mando, you know, Book of Boba, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think they just want to keep these things just rolling over really, really quickly as they can. And for Hasbro to sort of go back and, you know, drop new figures from the movies that have been out for a few years now, I don't know. I don't think that's really their sort of goal plan. Hopefully, you know, there'll be a little bit of a lull at some point where they can go back and get some of those figures out, which would be cool. I'm glad you picked up on the no footprints for Luke, because yeah, that was a little detail I put into the diorama that I was like, wonder if anyone will notice. We've had a few people notice over the last, when did I do it? At least 6+. Well, it was last year I did it, I reckon. So over that time, it's you know, we've had a few people go, oh, I've noticed you didn't do the footprints for Luke. I'm like, yeah, not well picked. The problem with sequel trilogy, they overproduce some of the toys like crazy compared to Star Wars figure production, and people like it, but not that much. Yeah, definitely. I think it's yeah, it was a case of going, oh, let's do what we did in 1999 with Phantom Menace, because Star Wars is back and it's gonna go crazy again, and they just really overdid it. So I would still like to get a Hot Toys Stormtrooper. I think that'd be cool. Thanks, Jesse, for making these videos. Been a sub for years. Always appreciate your videos and genuine excitement for your collection. I appreciate that big time. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate you following for all this time. It really means a lot that people jump in and like to come and hang out, and I try and keep things positive and fun. And you know, I have a lot less hair than when I started, but that's okay. I don't really care. That's all good. Last Jedi is my favorite Star Wars film outside of the original trilogy. They have an unfair advantage of 40+ years of nostalgia. I think that's it. I think that's, you know, give it 10 years, and you know, we're only seeing now the like prequel renaissance is huge. You know, all the 10-year-olds from 1999 and now 30. Case in point. Just give it time. You know, they're not made for now. They're made for kids in 20 years when they're adults and can enjoy it. But no, they'll definitely have their renaissance. They definitely will. There's no doubt about it. That's just how it works. I'm going to hunt one down. Thank you very much for making me spend money. All right, guys, I've ticked over an hour, which is pretty much like my plan to the average. Try and go for an hour. Plus, I really need to go to the bathroom. I've drunken all this water. So I'll wrap it up. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Awesome. I wasn't expecting much today because it's been a good month plus since I've done a live. Aiden, thanks, man. I'll catch up with you again soon. Appreciate it. But yeah, don't have anything else to say. I might try and get one in at some point next week. I'd like to do another daytime stream. It's good. It's easy. So yeah, we'll catch up with you next time. May the force be with you, everyone.